line is Sacred Heart, 2nd and 8 for Naugatuck. And they this time give to the fullback, down to the 40, the 35, and hemmed in and brought down out of bounds. First to get to him is LaBelle, and along with LaBelle is Feliciano. Jay Solozzi running the football.
You get that defense cheating, and the fullback comes back up the middle to hurt you as they just trap inside. Good trap block as Levine comes back to open the hole as Hughes and York double down on the nose, and then Solozzi comes through. Good yardage as the ball is down inside the 30 to about the 26.5-yard line. And Naugatuck starting to make some substitutions along that offensive front as they have really dominated this second half, and that's really all you can say. They have just taken control in the second half, going in at halftime only up 14-12.
And we're in for a new quarterback here for Naugatuck. That is Joe Edmonds, a sophomore in at quarterback. And Fernandez now one of the running backs for the Greyhounds. As Coach Craig Peters has decided, you know, this is the proper time to substitute. This game is well in hand for Naugatuck. We're under 3 minutes to play here. So Naugatuck will go up to a 7-0 record on the season. And Sacred Heart will drop to 2-5. The Greyhounds will be right back here next week at the Veterans Field against Holy Cross of Waterbury, and that's where we'll be, right here. Sacred Heart will be playing at home against Walcott High School. 2nd down, Edmonds is the quarterback. And they give to Fernandez again, Marlon Fernandez. And the running back, sophomore running back, takes the football close to the 20-yard line.
Fernandez will just come out of the bone, follow his fullback and other off back for pretty good yardage as he is close to a first down. It'll bring up a 3rd and less than 3. As you look into that defensive group of the Sacred Heart Hearts, is they're going to have to take a timeout. They did not have enough people on that defensive side of the ball, and they are going to take a timeout here and talk it over.
Naugatuck is running in the backfield now. In addition to Edmonds, they have Speranzini, Fernandez, along with Perella now running in the backfield for the Greyhounds. Timeout on the field. We've got 1 minute and 42 ticks remaining. And let's remind our viewers that, that next week we will, in fact, be up here. And I cannot overstress the importance of that game, because that game against Holy Cross and Naugatuck, that will be for the large division championship of the Naugatuck Valley League. And a lot of people from Ansonia are going to be interested in that game. Ansonia's already clinched the small division, and it's going to have a lot to do with what Ansonia does, whether they play an extra game or not, or they go into Thanksgiving against Naugatuck
for the championship.
For the championship. And Buddy will be explaining all the ramifications.
That was a
week.
Great game last year where we went up to Municipal Stadium in Waterbury and watched that one. That was a great game between the Crusaders and Greyhounds, as the Crusaders tried to pull it out at the end, and some real funny plays at the end of that football game.
That's Speranzini running the football into the line, and it looks like a Naugatuck first down as they get it down to the 15-yard line.
Naugatuck staying in the bone as they just give Speranzini the football, and he will pick up about 6 yards on that. Number 28, Tony Furs, picked up the tackle. He's a defensive end, young sophomore who's starting to get some time for the Sacred Heart Hearts, and the Sacred Heart football team looks for big things from that young man.
First down at the Sacred Heart 15 as we wind things down. It's Speranzini out of the wishbone, and he carries a few of the Sacred Heart players with him as Speranzini gets it down close to the 10-yard line before he's taken down by Wise, Greg Wise, who's been doing a nice job at backer for Sacred Heart, one of the captains for Sacred Heart.
Speranzini again off the left side, follows his blockers very well. He has picked up good yardage on that first down carry. It'll be a second down and less than 4 yards for the Greyhounds, as they right now with 39 seconds are just interested in ending this one.
Second down for the Hounds, and again it's Speranzini trying the same side, crossing the 10-yard line and going inside the 10.
Naugatuck may not have to snap the ball again, and they're not going to, as Craig Peters is going to lead his football team to the center of the field. We are under 15 seconds, but Naugatuck is going to, that's all they're interested in. And this one is history, the Greyhounds with a big victory here at Veterans Field.
So that's going to wrap things up. That's our final score. Naugatuck 34, Sacred Heart 18. We have a presentation to make, and we'll be back with our Blanchette's Player of the Game right after these messages.
Janine woke up in a cold sweat. She remembered that she'd gone to a party the night before and gotten smashed out of her mind. The question is, who was this guy in her bathroom? What did he look like? What had they done? How had she gotten herself into this mess? What about AIDS? Then, much to her relief, Janine realized that unlike the rest of us, she was just a cartoon. Get high, get stupid, get AIDS.
J. Temple Auto Body. Precision collision repair. Factory-trained mechanics working with modern high-tech equipment. The Chief Easy Liner frame machine. No job too big for the Chief. The Super Clean spray booth oven for a fast, flawless showroom finish. Other services include brakes, suspension, and mechanical work. Let J. Temple handle all the insurance settlement paperwork. J. Temple Auto Body, Route 34, Derby.
Well, buddy, we have huddled and we have decided on our Naugatuck Blanchette's Player of the Game. Happens to be the star running back for the Naugatuck Greyhounds, number 44, Jesse Slocum. Jesse, come on in. And Jesse, outstanding effort for the Naugatuck Greyhounds and one of the captains for the 1992 season. Great job.
Thanks.
Jess, you get the T-shirt also, Blanchette's Player of the Game. That's good. I'll get the name right there. A masterful performance here for you. One of the big plays in this football game has to be the touchdown that you scored. You got drilled in the backfield, able to get into the end zone. What happened on that one?
None. Our line blocked, good, and they missed their blocks, and then I just kept on going, and I got in the end zone, luckily.
That was not the only run that you had where you had to make a little bit of an extra effort. You did that all afternoon.
Yeah, I was running hard. They hit hard, so I had to run hard.
Speaking of hitting hard, their offense really gave you guys some problems, especially in the first half, the ability to run the football. Was that a surprise to you?
No, we knew they were going to run the sweep and everything, and we prepared for it all week, but they did the job,
You played a great game on defense also. Most of your guys do play both ways. I know Kevin Kuzma and you in the backfield. An excellent 1-2 punch. Solosi at fullback gives you guys a great dimension. And Master Picho able to move the football. You guys work an awful lot on making that wing T successful.
Yeah, we do. We work hard in practice.
You guys are a great football team. We're going to be back with you for the next 4 weeks, so we may have a chance to get to you again, as we don't have any rules about player of the game. If you're here this week, you can be here the next 3 because we're following you right to the end of the year. Great football game.
Thanks a lot.
That's going to wrap things up from here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. And this reminder, again, that we will be right back here in Naugatuck for our next telemedia game of the week, and that will be the Holy Cross Crusaders right here against the Naugatuck Greyhounds. And our final score from here at Naugatuck was Naugatuck 34 and Sacred Heart 18. On behalf of Buddy Chernovitz and our Blanchette's Player of the Game, Jesse Slocum, this is Ed Clements. Goodbye, everyone.